were extremely difficult, but they were difficult for both sides. I think if you kind of look at their approach, the first few hitters in the top of their order, they were hacking, which was probably the best approach today. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. Chris Sale's tough. He's one of the best in the American League, one of the best in the big leagues. He's tough when it's sunny and 75, but you know, you got to grind through it and try to hang in there and get a pitch to hit and put a good swing on it. And unfortunately, we just didn't have quite enough today. Thought we did a great job of trying to make him work, trying to make him throw a bunch of pitches, and Dylan obviously threw the ball outstanding. It's just those are the games that are tough to lose, especially against a division rival.
The team as a whole, you've had some troubles hitting, and so has the team as a whole. What do you think? What do you think the issues have been?
I think a lot of it has to do with the weather. I mean, we've played very few games with a temperature above 55. I mean, it's just that's kind of the way it goes. I mean, that's the old adage. The pitchers have the advantage the first month of the season. It takes hitters a little bit to get their timing down, and when you're battling the elements like this on a day in and day out basis, it makes it that much harder. But you know, we can't make any excuses. We got to continue to work. And I said it the other day. You got to continue to trust the process and understand that it's a long season and that there's still a lot of baseball to be played.
Chris, like you said, Dylan's given you some good starts so far this year. I mean, is it disappointing that you guys haven't been able to really capitalize on some of those good ends?
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you have a guy throwing the ball like that, you want to get him some runs and kind of take a little bit of pressure off him. And he's really risen to the occasion on every start that he's made this year. I mean, he's thrown the ball well. He's given us a chance to win. And that's really all you can ask for our starters. So I'm extremely proud of him, and I know he's going to continue to do that. So, you know, our job as an offense is to go out there and pick him up and get him some runs.
How tough was that sixth inning? Because there were some plays that weren't made that might have at least kept the score tied.
Yeah, I mean, when you're, you know, having to make sure that you get a grip on a ball before you throw it, you're just giving that guy that much more time to get down the line. And, you know, like I said, with the conditions the way they were, we knew we were going to have a challenge ahead of us, but we just, you know, we couldn't get a hit when we needed it. We couldn't get a guy on base when we needed to kind of get some pressure on the other team, and I felt like, you know, they got some timely hits, and I mean, they swung the bats well. They had 12 hits or something like that. So I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due.
Chris, in a game like that, is the margin of error, you know, smaller because, you know, like you said, everything is a little bit of a challenge physically?
Yeah, I think so, and especially when you're facing a guy like Chris Sale, you know, you're going to have to try to take advantage of any opportunity that he gives you, even though they're probably going to be few and far between. But, yeah, I mean, you have to – that's the name of the game, is eliminating the mistakes and trying to play mistake-free baseball, and especially when the weather's like it is or like it was today.
When you saw the conditions a couple hours before the game, did you think that you were actually going to play a game?
Yes, I thought we would play today because I knew the weather for the next couple of days doesn't look very good. So I thought if there was a chance for us to play today, whether it was in the sleet and snow, you know, I think we kind of expected to play.